Dangerously, it's going away towards the boundary. There will be a few runs here. Asghar has also improved his game a bit. He's brought more aggression in his stroke making, the strike rotation, also the big shots. Some innovative cricket shots also, as we witnessed in the Swagija Cricket League in Afghanistan.
Well, yes, the requirement of the modern day cricket, Asghar Afghan sweeps it there. That's gone for a 4.
Naturally brewed for over 300 years. Food loves Kikkoman.
Asghar has just come to the crease and has scored a boundary already. Spinners have been very, very effective for Andrew Bilburney, the captain. Last 30 balls producing 2 wickets for Ireland, coming back in the contest, but it gives the opportunity to the Afghan spinners also to reflect upon the possible opportunities.
Yes, indeed, there are some patches on the pitch that they would like to use, the Afghan spinners. Both off spinners for Ireland, Sterling and McBride, bowling really well so far. Down the ground. That's gone for another maximum by Gurbaz. Takes on Paul Sterling.
Well, any loose delivery is a gifted delivery to Gurbaz. He is hitting boundaries of the good deliveries also. Keeping his shape and swinging it beautifully. He's enjoying the big strokes here. Three men on the boundary on the onside. Wide signal by the umpire. Running.
Strong on the onside, Rahmanullah Gurbaz. Anything short or anything on his hips and he'll take you on. He's frustrated, gutted with himself, Gurbaz. Couldn't take it to the gap.
He's getting there. 6 and wide from this over. Here comes the variation from Sterling. Not rewarded by the umpire. 20.
Can you buy a used car online with a 7-day money-back guarantee to give you time to make sure you really love it? Kazoo, yeah you can.
A really good sleep doesn't just happen. It takes 7 layers of body-supporting technology for a cool, deep, sound sleep.
Well, man on debut approaching his 189 of 95, Gurbaz. He's been scintillating here at the Sheikh Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi. What a talent. What a display of talent on his debut. McBride, the pick of the bowlers so far for Ireland, taking 2 wickets.
Yes, one of the future stars for Afghanistan, Rahmanullah Gurbaz. What a debut he has had so far. They're appealing, the Irish. Will they go for a review? Yes, they have gone.
It's a fair delivery. I checked it. TV umpire to director. It's umpire's review for the LBW. Started from the front on spin vision, please. Stand by, waiting for the front on spin vision. Front on spin vision is coming up. Okay, it's very close to the bat. It's close to a bit. Go for the ultra is to confirm. Okay, it's flat line. Just it's a spikes on the bat. Around the wind pass, ball is passing to the gloves. I see the spikes. So Paktin, you can stay on your original decision of not out. Stand by. It's a caught behind, so it's a spikes when the ball passing onto the with the gloves. So you can change your decision from not out to out, please.
So he's been given out.
Well, 3 quick wickets for Ireland there. Asghar Afghan, sharp turn there for McBride. 3rd wicket for him as well. He's gone for 6, Asghar Afghan. Afghanistan 146 for 3.
Right from over the wicket, 5 to come.
Well, some intelligent bowling there from McBride. Asghar Afghan looking to sweep the ball. So Mohammad Nabi is the new batsman for Afghanistan. Experienced contender Mohammad Nabi is 125th match. Look at that strike rate, almost 85.6 there. Asghar Afghan sweeping McBride in the previous over. Really caught him by surprise there. Sharp turn. Regulation catch for Kevin O'Brien.
This is something that has become a habit for Asghar Afghan. Getting out in this fashion. Perfect field placement. Assessing the conditions, they're getting the ball to bounce and turn from the surface. The length that is bowled, most of the deliveries on the good length region. One little foolish there, getting the wickets. Good channel, the line in length. Also the pace variation.
Both the off spinners for Ireland, McBride and Sterling, they've bowled it really good lines there. All 3 wickets at the good length for him.
Excellent bowling performance so far from Andy McBride. Turns away on the onside. He's going to take single here. It's been a good comeback from Ireland in last few overs, getting 3 wickets. 28 overs bowled. It's 148 for 3, Afghanistan.
Naturally brewed for over 300 years. Food loves Kikkoman.
Afghanistan losing their way a little bit. They've still got the steadying influence of Ramanullah Gurbas on debut. Batting through the innings so far, now joined by the veteran Mohamed Nabi. And we've got O'Brien coming on the pitch, and O'Brien coming on off the pitch, joined by Niall O'Brien. Kevin O'Brien coming on, the leading wicket taker for Ireland in the history of one-day international cricket. He bowled very effectively here on Monday against the UAE with his medium paces.
The veteran, first time he'd bowled since July 2019, Kevin. Well, he kept being lauded as an all-rounder, but he hadn't been bowling for a good 18 months. But canny operator will just roll his fingers across. Should bowl a good line and length and try and extract a full stroke, maybe a chip to mid-wicket or a chip to extra cover.
See, you can get away with it calling him a veteran. For me, he's very experienced.
He's old and weary. Tougher to get out of bed in the morning, I'll tell you that. In all seriousness, fit as he's ever been, I reckon, and mentally strong, playing some wonderful cricket for Ireland.
Yes, he played his 150th one-day international for Ireland, the second game against the UAE, the most capped player in the history of Irish cricket.
Well, the last 18 months or so, Graham Ford and Andrew Balbirnie made a call to promote him to the top of the order in T20 cricket, and I think it reinvigorated Kevin. I think it gave him a new lease of life. He was back down at 6 and 7 and often coming in near impossible situations, and as I mentioned, he's as fit and healthy as ever been, and mentally very, very strong. So I think he's in a good position for another 18 months or so for Ireland.
Chipped into the gap between deep square leg and long leg. They'll come back for 2.
150 up for Afghanistan. They're well placed. They've lost a couple of quick wickets, but they're very well placed here for a really good total. 1 for 3 with 21 and a half overs. 280, 290s on the cards, and that'll be a formidable total for Ireland against likes of Rashid Khan, Mohamed Nabi, Mujib on a pitch that is turning. It's taking a bit of grip for the off spinner Andrew McBride, so Rashid Khan and Nabi and co will be licking their lips.
Well, there's me calling Kevin O'Brien vastly experienced. His brother alongside me can call him a veteran, but of course Mohamed Nabi batting is in the experienced class as well. Here's a list of that most appearances for Ireland in one-day international cricket. So you can add one to Kevin O'Brien there. It was his 150th the other day. It's a nice mix that Ireland have got at the moment, isn't it, of experienced players like your brother and also Paul Stirling and Andrew Balbirnie, and on the other hand, some less experienced players too.
Yeah, go back to the 3rd of May 2019 when Graham Ford brought in some youngsters, brought in the likes of Tucker. Josh Little made his debut against England and Malahide and bowled superbly well, picking up 4 wickets. Mark Adair was drafted into the side. So a nice mix of youth and experience, but at the moment, Afghanistan on top. 29 overs bowled, 151 for 3.
Some climate experts say time is running out unless we seriously change our habits.
Fortune favors the frugal. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
For Andrew Balbirnie. You can see he's used 7 bowlers so far. He's mixed it up, and what a spell it's been for Andy McBride. Here he is for his 9th over now.
Yeah, and Andrew Balbirnie and Graham Ford will be thinking this surface and these kind of pitches, is there a need for the 2 out and out quicks up front? They bring in some of a more variation. Curtis Camphor, obviously the bowlers, medium pacers. I mentioned earlier on, McBride never lets his captain down. Absolute stellar performer, Andrew McBride. He's the kind of warrior you want in your team every single game. He's in the batsman's face, he's battling, he's scrapping for every single run when he's in the field. He's a very talented cricketer, Andrew McBride. Wonderful day out so far.
Oh, round the corner again. 2 wickets to the leg slip. 4th of them for Andy McBride, and Afghanistan have lost their 4th. Mohammed Nabi goes.
Well, great plans. Fantastic plans by Balbirnie, McBride, and execution from Andrew McBride is absolutely sensational. Gobbled up at leg slip by Kevin O'Brien, who doesn't let anything go past him. Got a great pair of hands. Look at it grip though. Turn, bounce. Nabi just turns it straight off the face. Easy as you like. Ireland back in this contest. Fighting hard, Nabi's got to go. Brief stay, gone for 3. 152 for 4.
There, see when I'm on sharps. The cat's it's almost like a house setting, so it's
Former captain Corbadine Naib comes in at number 6. He captained the side, of course, at the ICC Cricket World Cup in 2019. Vastly experienced. You know, he's one of 3 players in this squad who actually played against the likes of Jersey and Japan back in the ICC World Cricket League Division 5 in 2008. And here he is now, still doing duty 13 years later.
Good cricketer, clever, plays the situation well. Andy with the ball as well, he'll be good on this pitch. But at the moment, McBride's dominating. Career best figures for the Donnamana man, 4 for 21, eyeing up a fifer.
Spin again. Gone past Tucker. We wait for a signal. Did it flick the pad? No, in fact, signalled 4 wides.
Well, I'll tell you, Andrew McBride will feel a bit stiff. Got one to grip nicely. Tucker, no feet. Not anticipating the ball to turn as much as should be. It's turned all innings. 4 useful runs. Afghanistan go against the bowler. It's slightly disappointing for McBride.
Well bowled.
Space of 15 minutes, this game has turned. 4 or 5 overs ago, Afghanistan were making all the running, dominating. Gerbauers were smashing them into the stands. Brian's Turn it on its head. Just straight off the face of the bat. It's good planning. Good planning from McBride and good execution.
Andy McBride, he's now past 50 one-day international wickets, the 8th Ireland bowler to reach that mark. The spell he's had today. It's attacking line, a little bit of indecision between the wickets, two batsmen. 30 overs gone then, Afghanistan 159 for 4.
Coffee bags. Why didn't I think of this before?
Taylor's coffee bags. Ground coffee in a bag.
We're Loaf, and we make sofas. They're best served with a mug of tea and a jolly nice piece of cake. Pop by our slow rooms or loaf.com for our little sale.
Nicely balanced this match now. Afghanistan still scoring at over 5 runs and over. Mixing his pace up here though, Kevin O'Brien.
Slow and slower. This is Andrew McBride, though. He's been absolutely brilliant. These are his wickets today. Amadi, who's the first to go on the slog sweep, never got going. Javed Amadi, must be said. This is clever. On the sweep. It's not a great sweep for the ball, not his preferred method. Good catch from Byron McCarthy. Captain, gloved onto his leg slip.
Oh, he's clothed that off the splice. Ramanaba Gurbas. He'll get a single for it though.
This was Andrew McBride's fourth. Mohammed Nabi. Poor batting, it must be said. Poor technique. He knows the man's there. Get your balance right and hit the ball. Wicket. Maybe pump it to mid-on. Just getting the wrong side of the ball, straight off the face.
Must be still at the Big Bash in Australia with the ball coming onto the bat, not turning so much.
Well, all of a sudden there's a spring in the step here, Ireland. They're bouncing around the field. Score in excess of 300 was probably in the Afghanistan batsmen's minds, but maybe a little bit less now. Seems to be getting tougher and tougher, the score. A lot of overs in the shed. Gurbas has hardly faced the ball in the last 5 or 10 minutes. That's all Ireland have to do. Hold a line and length. Say to the batsman, Afghanistan, right, you're going to try and hit me over the top. You're going to try and take a chance. Are you willing to take a chance? Debutant Azmatullah Omarzai. Good cricketer. Really good cricketer.
Terrific stuff again from Kevin O'Brien, and this is a good opportunity for Ireland really to turn the screw with a new batsman in and bowl as many balls as possible to Gulbuddin Naib.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for Ramanullah Gurbaz because he wants to get to that 100, and he's been watching his batsmen at the other end give their wickets away and be dismissed. Must be itching to get on strike.
End of the over, and Afghanistan 160.
Can you buy a used car online with a 7-day money-back guarantee to give you time to make sure you really love it? Kazoo, yeah you can.
A really good sleep doesn't just happen. It takes 7 layers of body-supporting technology for a cool, deep, sound sleep.
Famine and feast there. Feast at the top. Gurbaz and Amadi. Very good stand indeed, that. Very positive. But since then, Ireland have clawed their way back into proceedings. Here's Andy McBride with his last over. And of course, the conundrum now for Andrew Balbirnie is who to replace him with at the northern end.
Well, Simi Singh's got overs. Gareth Delaney, you would feel, will bowl some of his leg spinners. These are the wickets. With the figures, excellent from Balbirnie. Excellent from McBride, I beg your pardon. 4 for 29. Career best figures. I think Gareth Delaney will come into the equation. He bowls a leg spin, not a big turner, but tends to drive the ball into the pitch, so that bowl and LBW will come into play. Simi Singh will no doubt have another part to play. I think Balbirnie will try and eke as many overs out of Kevin O'Brien as possible.
There's the option as well, of course, who we've seen already, Paul Sterling, standing at slip at the moment. There's the speeds that Andy McBride's been bowling at today. Suggests the slower he's bowled it, the more effective he's been. But he's mixed his pace up quite nicely. He's kept the batsman guessing.
Yeah, well, as a finger spinner, that's what you have to do. You don't have the Dusra, the googly. It's got to vary your pace, vary where you release the ball from. That's also very important. But Bernie's on the attack here. Slip, leg slip, catching mid-wicket, playing on the batsman's mind.
Yeah, look at Gurbas now. 2 from 11 balls. He'll be feeling the pressure.
Gulbuddin Naib, all-rounder. Does like to sweep, Gulbuddin Naib. He's one of the better sweepers. Brian's going to come around the wicket for his last ball of a fantastic spell.
Oh, is that another catch to leg slip? Yes, it is. A hat-trick of catches for Kevin O'Brien round the corner, and Andy McBride crowns an absolutely superb spell with his 5th wicket. Fantastic bowling, and well, Ireland really are at the races now. Afghanistan are 5 down, and McBride's got them all.
Remarkable cricket. Action replay. Brilliant from McBride. He went around the wicket for that last ball. Little bit of grip. Oh, this is what it's all about. Andrew McBride. What a day you've had in Abu Dhabi sunshine. Gulbuddin's got to go for 2. 161 for 5.
In at number 7, Najibullah Zadran. Lovely free-flowing left-handed batsman. It's a difficult situation that he's come in here now. Because, well, Ramanullah Gurbas has been going nicely at one end. Batsmen at the other have found the going very difficult indeed. Gurbas still there and 6 away from a century on debut. Here's Kevin O'Brien, fresh from his 3rd catch round the corner.
Good pressure. Pressure on the new batsman straight away. Najibullah Zadran's a new man. He's a clean striker. He's a good hitter, but this is why he's here. Credit to McBride. He goes round the wicket for the last ball of a spell. Little inside edge, simple as you like. Easy catch for Kevin O'Brien. Well, that's magnificent. Andrew McBride, what a day he's had.
At least now Afghanistan, I suppose, can mix it up a little bit with a left and right hand combination. It's been one-way traffic in that regard, all right-handers so far prior to Najibullah coming in, so that'll give the bowlers something different to think about. But there's McBride. Well, he must be feeling on top of the world. What a performance.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful bowler, Andrew McBride. Brilliant team man too. And all of a sudden, the free-flowing Ramanullah Gurbas is battling a little bit and feeling, well, maybe stuck between Do I go? Do I stick? Stick or twist? But McBride was brilliant. Absolutely marvellous performance by Andrew McBride. Brilliant. The modes of dismissal, the execution was good. Brilliant temperament. 5 for 29. Great day out. They'll be all watching in Donnamana, his home club. Very proud.
Third man up in the circle. Another indication of the lack of pace from O'Brien. It's an interesting one. You mentioned about Ramanullah Gurbas now. What does he do? Does he stick or twist? I suppose from his perspective, he must be thinking now, I've got to bat through the innings.
Well, he's had such little strike for the last half an hour. He's just got to try and get his flow back. Try and get a bit of rhythm back into his game. Doesn't need to panic. Sit tight. He's had experience playing around the world in some franchise cricket. He just needs to sit tight. He can't do anything about his partners getting out the other end. He's just got to get himself to that magical ton that he promised the radio stations back home. Still plenty of time in this innings. Najibullah will play his strokes. He's an attacking batsman, so he should get a good bit of support for, give a good bit of support for Gurbaz.
He's got a good record against Ireland. This is his 16th one-day international against the men in green, and he's got 524 runs at an average of 52.4.
Yeah, fine 100. Najibullah got in Dehradun a couple of years back. He clobbered Ireland all over that ground. It was a destructive innings.
Yeah, 104 not out in 98 balls, but Ireland still won with Andrew Balbirnie getting 100. There's 5 fours, 5 sixes in that innings from Najibullah.
Naturally brewed for over 300 years. Food loves Kikkoman.
Well, let's change right from over. Just a regular.
What a contrast that scorecard is between the two players at the top there, Gurbas and Ahmadi, and what's followed. Paul Stirling back into the attack now. Again, hesitation between the two batsmen. Been a feature of this innings from Ramanullah Gurbas that hasn't always been entirely certain between the wickets.
Yeah, I know from experience, Ireland always fancy a round or two against Afghanistan. Always a little bit of indecision.
One please,
I feel like, especially if you get 2 or 3 tight overs, you've got a half a chance of a run out. Afghanistan just need to hold their nerve here. They're still well placed. Run rate's just below 5, but it's dropping.
Right arm round.
Don't need to shoot too high for the stars here. Got to remember that aces in their deck at the moment. They've got Nabi to bowl, Mujib, Rashid Khan second time round. They score around 260 is going to be pretty daunting for Ireland. You're trying to hustle a couple more out here and keep them on the 250.
Slip in position. Paul Stirling being quite precise with Andrew Balbirnie about the angles that the fielders are at. Deep backward square leg going a little bit finer now. And Najibullah off the mark. You mentioned the 100 he got against Ireland in Dehradun in March 2019. He also got 83 against Ireland at Dubai Sports City in January of 2015. A million miles away from the man round the corner again there. And that and they're thinking about an overthrow, and they'll get one. Good positive stuff. And Barry McCarthy just getting his throw wrong, having hurtled in from deep backward square leg.
Oh, we spoke about the running between us. This was good. Really good. He wants 2 straight away. Barry McCarthy was a wayward throw.
that statistic at the bottom of your screen there. Long time since the last boundary. That'll be playing on the minds of Gurbas and Najibullah. And the scoring rate now down below 5 runs per over. 34 overs gone, 167 for 5.
My picture as wall decoration.
My picture first thing in the morning.
My picture for time spent together.
We turn pictures into memories. Excellent customer ratings and a best price guarantee. Wall decor, photo books and many more photo gifts. Order now at mypicture.co.uk.
Ramanella Gurbas then. 99 on one-day international debut. Faces Kevin O'Brien. Oh, they think about it. Gurbas wanted it, and in all fairness, Najibullah was backing up. Thankfully, from his perspective, and indeed Afghanistan's, not too far.
Settle down, young man. It'll come. Work in the ring there for Ireland. Getting close. Try and create a little bit of indecision. 99 not out. Good aggressive captaincy from Andrew Balbirnie, bringing the field in. Has Gurbas got the confidence to go over the top?
There it is. 100 on debut for Ramanella Gurbas. What an achievement. Just the 16th player in the history of one-day international cricket to score a century on debut. Outstanding. And it's been an innings of 2 parts. His first 50 in just 38 balls. He's had to work for that second 50, but boy, does he deserve the landmark now. Well played.
Marvellous, absolutely marvellous to see. Brilliant knock. This is the moment he'll cherish forever. Not a flamboyant stroke, but probably one of the most important runs he'll ever score in his career. Look what it means to the young man. Absolutely brilliant to see. All the talent in the world being justified.
Just the 10th player to score a one-day international 100 for Afghanistan. But, wow, there's lots more to come from this young man, you can be sure of that. Still a teenager, remember, just 19 years of age.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Afghanistan have been crying out for technically sound, level-headed opener who can both take advantage of the new ball in the power play and also bat a long innings. Well, they found one right here in the Abu Dhabi sunshine. Brilliant ton.
Stifled appeal for a catch behind. I didn't hear anything on the stump microphones.
Foxing, that's called foxing. You've been around a long time in the comm box. You're just trying to fox one out of the umpire. The Irishmen, they're always up to no good.
Waiting for the man at short cover, just to click his fingers as the ball goes past the outside edge. Oh, that's an unnecessary shot from Najibullah. Clever bit of bowling, but that's not great batting.
Been an interesting innings for Afghanistan. Ramanella Gurbas has looked fantastic. Everyone else has really battled to find any kind of timing or any fluency. Even Ahmadi at the top was sluggish. Ireland are fighting their way back in here. This is a good contest.
Really good over that from Kevin O'Brien. Just the single from it. 35 overs have gone. Afghanistan 168 for 5. And with the end of that over, we have a drink.
Naturally brewed for over 300 years. Food loves Kickerman.
Coffee bags. Why didn't I think of this before?
Taylor's coffee bags. Ground coffee in a bag.
Nivea Q10 Power 60 Plus with organic argan oil to replenish and deeply nourish skin. Q10 Power 60 Plus, only from Nivea.
Building up. And Gurbaz has flourished. Attacking stroke play to begin with, some lovely shots through the onside. The pull shot and the glance. But he was seaweed on anything that was shot offered to him. And that's how he got.
Well, it's been a sensational innings. Not only great shots against the quicker bowlers, pull shots of real class and timing, but also against the spinners. He's hit them hard down the ground. A very onside player. That's what he looks like at the moment. So a lot of those boundary shots on the onside. Seen some great players that have had that strength, with Richards being one of the best. So seen an innings of real quality, and one of the things I've really liked about it is he had to fight through a very tough, quiet period in the middle when he was losing a lot of his partners and had to keep his own cool, make sure that he's still there.
Ready?
Change in bowling from the far end. Get at the leg spinner in action. Works through the onside. They have reached this stage where they should have been thinking about the aspect of playing attacking shots, but losing too many wickets. One point of time they were no wicket for 120, but after then, cluster of wickets. What was the main cause for those wickets?
It's been a great fight back by Ireland. You know, they created some excellent pressure through their two off spinners. And one of the areas that the Afghanistani batsmen have to look at when the ball's turning, they're getting a bit too far across onto the off